Namaste to all. So, on 30th, I extended my thanks as for your cooperation. So, long 3 days we had a baitak, our Akhil Bharatiya Samanvay baitak in Palakkad, Kerala. And so I extend my thanks to all media that you have always, as usual, you have propagated our thoughts, our decisions, and about our RSS and our RSS this Samanvay Baitak, well to the common people of Kerala and to the whole country. So I thanks. Of course, I extend my thanks through this press conference to the local police, local government administration, and the public at large. So we conducted our Baitak very well. It went very well. And now, today evening, with the address of Param Pujniya Sarasangachalak Dr. Mohanji, Baitak will be concluded in the evening by 6 p.m. So, of course, as I told, last year, in this academic year, with the initiative of Sangha and with the collaboration of all Sangh RSS inspired organizations, we could conduct the Mahila Sammelan, the women's conferences, uh, in almost all states, districts. And so, as we got the final number today in this Baitak, so number is as 472 conferences were held, where more than, I again repeat, 472 women conferences were held, sometime at some combined 2-3 district or district level or Vibhag level, but total such 472 conferences were 5,75,740. Participation of the women was remarkable, and so they discussed on different women issues, mainly the participation on women in different developmental activity, and of course the local issues with the women and their solutions, how women can participate in such solutions, that those issues were discussed. And of course, one important issue was also discussed, that long years it was a Western feminism was very well discussed, but there is a Bharatiya Chintan, the Indian Bharatiya thought process about the woman and the role of woman in Bharatiya Chintan, that was also discussed. That is our perspective. So those were the issues in women conferences, and of course, it was very uh, decisive conferences, because out of that, so they concluded, or they uh, came with the programs addressing the local issues, because these conferences were held in tribal areas, rural areas, including the all section, cross section of the society, working women, young women, all type of women, they participated in the conference. And so all such issues were addressed. And I think in the future, so many programs and so many activities will come up from these conferences. One very important issue was also discussed in the 3-day Baitak, was the very unfortunate incident in the Bengal. The medical college incident, where the atrocity on the woman, the medical practitioners, doctor, resident doctors incident, it was discussed in detail in this Baitak. And almost all organizations, they agitated, they participated in the movement for women's safety. And so everybody is worried about it. They also narrated such incidents from different states. They narrated such incidents with under the gravity of those incidents. And of course, they discussed the reasoning why such incidents are increasing, why such incidents are happening. And of course, they discussed about the role of the government machinery, and our laws, our penal actions, procedures that were also discussed. And they find that there is a need for revisiting all this so that we can have a proper procedure, fast track procedures, and we can deliver a justice to the victim. And of course, which will finally end up all such atrocities anywhere, either at the professional working place or at any place. So it's an alarming and very urgent issue. So it was the thought expressed by everyone in by this Samanvay Baitak. And so it was concluded that the on the five front we have to take up the issue. One is legally how we can tackle this issue. Then second is how we can create a awareness among the society, because here society's role is important. With the legal action, society's role is also important. They should be aware. They should also watch so that they can stop such incidents to happen. Then the sanskara in the families, so that such type of notorious people, if in every family we can have such atmosphere and such sanskaras, so that our society will be nullified from such type of notorious persons. So that is also important. For that we have to go do so many things. Then our education, formal and informal, where we have to educate about the sensitivity of this issue. And of course, the shiksha, the education, and then atma raksha, that is self-defense skills and activities. Such type of training is also required, large. From the school level, college level, at the working women, such type of activities are required. And of course, one more point is the content which comes from all type of media, entertainment media, OTT platforms, TV media, all now digital, internet, all platforms. Such type of content is also creating havoc, because in many such incidents we can see, because after watching such for long months or years, for long hours, after watching such contents, many incidents are in many incidents we can observe that those persons who were involved in creating such havoc, they were watching such content for long hours. So that is also a big issue. And so on all such issues, and of course the proper arrangements at the working place, that is also important issue. So all these issues were discussed, and of course all organizations, because they thought that they will take up these issues accordingly as per their field. So it was this issue was taken very seriously, noted very seriously, and all organizations, they discussed thoroughly, and they came to the conclusion now they will take up this issue in their organizations, and then they will come up with their own programs towards this. One more issue was also discussed there. Different activities of which were very prominently discussed. One is about Ahilyabai, Ahilya Devi, Punya Shlok Ahilyabai Holkar, 300 years, her 300 years birth anniversary. So that was also discussed. From 31st May this year, we are celebrating the Ahilyabai's 300 years of birth. So as she is a very decorated, she handled the kingdom of Indore, and she has done a lot of activities which were very not very common, but she did then improvements at our religious places, then good administrator, so many issues. So lot of programs are scheduled in different organizations. They narrated their programs and activities about Ahilyabai. Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram, they proposed the celebration of 500 years of Rani Durgavati. Rani Durgavati was also, she came from the tribal community, but she is also very celebrated and decorated and very respected. So Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram will take the initiative and all other organizations will support them. So that is also one thing was proposed. Then Wayanad, after Wayanad, this incident, as I mentioned, it was reported that how RSS and Seva Bharati and all other inspired organizations, they took up the service activities, and it was also in detail, it was mentioned in the Baitak, and also in future, such type of incident should not happen. So for that, what type of care should be taken, those issues were also discussed. About the Bangladesh, detailed report was presented by different organizations, and of course, everybody, it is a very sensitive issue. Everybody is worried about the Hindus and other minorities in Bangladesh, and so of course, government is also asked by different organizations with their delegations and statements that government, our government should talk to the Bangladesh government, and so that they ensure the safety of Hindus and other minorities in Bangladesh. Well, in Kutch border area, there are a lot of issues. So one issue which is always taken by our Sima Jagran Manch, the one of the inspired organization. So they also mentioned about our work and different with the cooperation of different organizations in the border area in Kutch area of Gujarat. So where they came up with a lot of activities, service activities, coordination, awareness among the people, and coordination with the army. So many activities were taken. It was remarkably mentioned in the Baitak. One thing was very worrisome in the Baitak, that our many organizations and they reported as their ground report from Tamil Nadu, our neighbor state, lot of conversion, missionary conversion activities are reported from the state of Tamil Nadu. And so it was worrisome. So in coming days, it will be taken, it was noted that it will be taken seriously, and the details will be taken from the ground. As all of you are aware that next year is the centenary year of RSS. It's completing 100 years. And so, as I mentioned in the 30th, my press briefing about the Pancha Parivartan, it was well explained in the Baitak, and all organizations, they participated in the discussion and they narrated how they will participate to take forward these Pancha Parivartan initiatives. So they will plan their activities, participation according to their field of action. Of course, each organization also explained how they have expansion, how they have planned the expansion plan, and it is all inclusive, far-reaching program of expansion, Sarvasparshi expansion plan. So it was explained by all organizations, and of course, this Pancha Parivartan is a very important for all organizations, and as RSS and all other organizations, they are well engaged in the social transformation. So it will be a very important program in the centenary year of RSS. So I think many important issues were discussed in the Baitak, and all delegates, including 32 women delegates, they also participated in this Baitak. And of course, it went well, and now it will sum up with the address of Param Pujnya Sarasanga Jalakji in the evening. So I again extend my thanks to all of you for your cooperation, and I expect in further all endeavors by RSS, your cooperation will continue. So after this, next RSS Baitak will be Akhil Bharatiya Karyakari Mandal Baitak, which will be in the month of October. So we will convey the details of that Baitak in the next round. So now I think I have briefed. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Mic de dijiye.
Sir, Pragya from Times Now. Hello, can you hear me? Pragya from Times Now. Sir, you said the incident of Bengal was discussed in detail. And you also said that we reached a point where we said that the provisions in the law should be revisited. But there is also new 3 criminal laws that have been put in place. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita also deals with it. Do you still believe that there is still need to revisit those provisions, or you will look at it and then get back?
Of course, we think that we need a fast track. So everybody at the moment also for justice, everybody was saying that how the justice process should not be so prolonged. So that is the major issue. So how we can overcome that time gap in delivering the justice, that is the bigger issue. So it will be taken up, and of course different organizations, they will discuss with the legal experts, the ground ground what the people thought about it, and of course discuss with the government also.
सर मैं आमोद हूँ TV9 से।
जी बोलिए
सर जातीय जनगणना एक बहुत बड़ा इशू है और उसको लेकर संघ भी चिंतित कहीं न कहीं है, उस पर कोई चर्चा या बातचीत?
I think as RSS we have already commented on this issue. See, as our society, Hindu society, we have the sensitive issue of our caste and caste relations. That is a very sensitive issue. So, and of course, it is an important issue of our national unity and integrity. So, it should be dealt very seriously, not just on the basis of electioning or election practices or politics. So, I think as RSS think, yes, definitely for all welfare activities, particularly addressing to the particular community or caste which is lagging behind, and so which is the special attention is needed to some communities and caste. So for that, if sometime government needs the numbers, it is a very well practiced. So government needs the numbers, it takes, earlier also it has taken, so it can take it, no problem. But it should be only to address the welfare of those communities and caste. It should not be used as a political tool for electioneering. And so we put with the caution line for everyone.
सर दीपक रंजन पीटीआई वीडियो सर्विसेज से। आज जब पलक्कड़ में राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ की समन्वय बैठक आज समाप्त होने जा रही है, 2 मुद्दे महत्वपूर्ण हैं। एक बांग्लादेश में सत्ता परिवर्तन के बाद जो हिंदुओं पर अत्याचार का मुद्दा है और बांग्लादेशियों के घुसपैठ का मुद्दा, और दूसरा मणिपुर का जो इशू है। इन दोनों मुद्दों पर क्या चर्चा हुई और आगे की क्या कार्य योजना है?
नहीं, जैसे I think I have explained about the Bangladesh. Yes, Bangladesh issue and was discussed, and of course it was very sensitive issue. Everybody is worried about the safety and future about the Hindus and other minorities in the Bangladesh. So of course it's a international issue. So it's a foreign countries issue. So as all other organizations, they approach the government authorities and ask the government, our government, to have a diplomatic concern about it, and so they will look into it.
मणिपुर
Manipur, yes, already I think our Sarasangachalak ji has said in his speech in our Nagpur and concerned about the Manipur issue, and he has of course asked the government also to come in the action very fast. So I think we are watching it. Our workers, they are also watching it. They mentioned about it. So let us see. We hope that it will be very well taken and it will be resolved, and let the peace will come very soon in the Manipur.
भाई साहब मेरा सवाल है यतेंद्र न्यूज 18 इंडिया से
जी।
आप कह रहे हैं कि पश्चिम बंगाल अलार्मिंग जो घटना हुई है अलार्मिंग है और कई एक नहीं कई सारी इस तरह की घटनाएं हो चुकी हैं और पहले भी चुनाव चाहे लोकसभा चुनाव हो इससे पहले विधानसभा चुनाव हो हिंसा की घटनाएं सामने आती रही हैं क्या लगता नहीं अब राष्ट्रपति शासन वहां पर लगाने की मांग करनी चाहिए सरकार से
No, that's the government's call. I think in this era, it is not very well democratic way to unstable the government, any government. I think, but of course, any democratic government should be asked by the people to govern according to law and address the public grievances.
सर निशांत राय सर यूसीसी की बात की जाए तो उत्तराखंड में एक तरीके से मॉडल आ चुका है उसको लेकर चर्चा की गई कि देश भर के लिए
No, I think UCC model is already in the public, and before they adopted the UCC in Uttarakhand, they put it in the public domain. So I think more than 2 lakh applications they received, and they discussed on it. I think now it is in the public domain. Let public have a experience of it, then we can discuss it.
Sir, Madhuparna from CNN News 18.
No words.
Madhuparna Das from CNN News 18. Sir, has there been any discussion on this Supreme Court's idea of removing creamy layer from the reservation? Because you have discussed caste and all. And second, has there been any discussion about the coordination between organization? Because there's a coordination.
One question, one by one.
Okay. Sir.
See, RSS is continuously working for the Hindu unity. And of course, at large, it's a national unity and integrity. Our constitution, we are celebrating the 75th year of our constitution. In our constitution, it is well said about the justice, then justice, equality, fraternity. It is well said in our constitution. So, but underline is fraternity with the assuring the national unity and integrity of the nation. So that is a very underlined assurance in this. So I think we always see that the constitutional reservation is very important, and it is always supported by RSS. So I think further such details which were discussed in the court, I think that is a very sensitive issue, and of course it should be call should be taken by the government and legal authorities, but it should be ensured that all concerned communities, those who are in the group of taking the reservation, so there should be a activity of consensus and inclusion of everyone. Before that, no such steps should be taken. So here making the decision, underline in participation should be from that community, and their consensus is very important.
Second question.
माइक बंद है इनका, शुरू करिए.
हाँ, second question जो पूछ रही थी sir about coordination. Since it is समन्वय बैठक, so coordination की बात तो हुई होगी. So sir, has there been any lack of coordination among all your RSS inspired organization, including BJP? Because they have presented their reports and all.
See, RSS is completing 100 years. So it's a long journey, and in long journey, one thing is always assured. From day one, RSS means Rashtra Sarvopari, nation first. That was the approach, and every Sensevak believed that our Rashtra is Sanatan, that is, it is eternal, it's from eternal, and in future it has a potential to come up and to rise. And so all we dedicate in the service of nation. So that is the basic premise of RSS. And the rest of the things are functional. So all organizations till the point, now we are completing 100 years. So till the point, all RSS inspired organizations and all Swayamsevaks, they believe on this premise and they practice it. So functional matters, they come up in the long journey, they come up. So we have a mechanism to overcome those functional issues. And so we have formal, informal meetings goes on. And so I think you can see the history of 100 years. That is the answer to all these questions.
Sir, Jatin from Economic Times,
Yes.
extending Madhuparna's question, which you tackled very
Acha.
well, about the coordination between the RSS and the BJP. But sir, of late it has been seen the RSS, which usually loaned its workers to the BJP for BJP's work and all. Of late it has been seen that BJP is not getting RSS pracharaks, full-time pracharaks for its functioning, especially for Sangathan Mantri purpose and all that. Has any decision, or has you were saying any this functional issue has been addressed through some mechanism?
I think there are so many RSS Swayamsevaks and Pracharaks in BJP even now also. So how this issue comes up?
In recent
You
past,
don't know the details when they how to place and where to place. That is the RSS domain.
sir, in recent past, it has been seen BJP is not getting any RSS, or do you think they don't need any more? Sir?
There are so many different criteria for that. So we are practiced of putting our pracharak where to put, how to put, what to, when to put. That's a well practiced and experienced. So no issues.
सर, दीपक पीटीआई से सर, वक्फ संपत्ति को लेके देश में एक बड़ी चर्चा चल
जी,
रही है।
बिल्कुल।
सरकार भी एक कानून लाने की तैयारी में है। क्या आज की समन्वय बैठक में इस पर कुछ चर्चा हुई है कि आगे की इस विषय को किस तरह से लेके जाया जाएगा?
No, it was because it's a very technical issue. So in brief, it was definitely discussed, but it was not a very long discussion in this. But the idea is simple idea. There are lot of complaints about the working of the Waqf board and their activities, and so because of so many complaints about working of Waqf board, not only within the Muslim community, there are a lot of complaints on the record. And so it was noted by the government, and now they are, I think, taken in the parliament, and after that, now it is the JPC. So it is open to the public. So like all everybody can reach out to the JPC and they can put their queries or opinions about them. All RSS inspired organization, when and how they think, they will also represent to the JPC. Generally different organization they will represent.
सुनील जी, मेरा नाम हिमांशु है,
जी।
मैं आज तक में हूँ। सुनील जी, मेरा एक सवाल है, जिस तरीके से कास्ट सेंसस के सहारे सभी राजनीतिक पार्टियां जाति में बांटना चाहती हैं लोगों को, उसको रोकने के लिए संघ की तरफ से कोई योजना या कोई प्रकल्प चलाया जाएगा?
नहीं, मैं already I have told about you that it's a very sensitive issue and we are concerned about the unity and integrity in the society. So you must aware about our Pancha Parivartan initiative, where one of the 5 points is Samarasta, social harmony. And so that is taken very seriously in our centenary year. We will take up it at the mass level, and it will be more inclusive. I mean, then different organizations, and then different religious, social organizations, different community leaders. So it will be all inclusive, the initiative of Samarasta, social harmony.
This small question, you are going to take this issue to the mass level. This is a question.
Okay. Any question? Done? हाँ पूछ लीजिए। डबल क्यों पूछ रहे हो गया? आपको पूछना है? हाँ
Sunilji, Pradeep Pillai from Jam TV. We were addressing the mass conversion issue in Tamil Nadu. How serious is it? One, has the Baitak received any detailed reports as to how it is being done? Like, are they exploiting their poverty?
we have got this mention about such happenings in Tamil Nadu. So in future they will go into the details and then they will have a future plans. Huh? What? Of course, Kisan Sangha was there, Bharatiya Kisan Sangha, and of course they mentioned about their initiatives, activities, issues in the field of agriculture. It was not an executive meeting, so no resolutions, no decisions. So it was just a discussion and interaction for better communication and coordination and cooperation.
अच्छा, एक लास्ट सवाल है कि कोऑर्डिनेशन को लेकर यहाँ पर चर्चा हुई है, लेकिन लोकसभा चुनाव के दौरान बीजेपी अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा जी का जो बयान आया, उसके बाद अटकलें लगाई जा रही थी कि संघ के स्वयंसेवक जो निचले लेवल पर भी काम करते हैं वो बड़े नाराज हैं। तो क्या उसमें कोऑर्डिनेशन को लेकर कोई बातचीत हुई, उसको कुछ साथ?
I think I have taken address this issue very broadly. So I think the basic idea about our mission is very clear to everyone, and so I think other issues will be resolved. It's a family matters. It will be taken resolved.
But all is well in the family, sir.
Huh?
All is well in the family after
Of course. 3-day baitak happened here. Everybody participated, so everything is going well. Thank you. नमस्ते।
सुनील जी, एक सवाल है, जीएम फूड को लेकर संघ का जो भारतीय किसान संघ है, उनका मानना है कि इसको लेकर खेती में यूज नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन सरकार इसको बढ़ावा दे रही है, तो दोनों पक्षों में विरोधाभास।
See, in the public life, as we are in the democratic setup, though organizations or governments, they will have their inputs, and I think there can be any difference of opinions on any particular issue. So we should be open. So they will discuss. They have I think, series of meetings on these issues, and they will come to some conclusion. ठीक है, नमस्ते, thanks.